This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey, presented by the 2026 IIHF World Junior Championship.
Good morning, Zach Calverson here, filling in for Chris Hockey. It's the news, thanks to the World Juniors, which are coming to town in a couple of weeks. WorldJuniorsMN26.com for tickets. And, by the way, we'll have those games, the Team USA games for you right here on the Fan and KFAN Plus. Looking forward to being on the call for those. So if you can't make it to the game, certainly tune in right here. The Fan and KFAN Plus. More details to come on that. So, speaking of Minnesota sports events, a premier event for Minnesota high school basketball in Edina is being canceled. Edina's interim school superintendent told organizers that the district didn't feel comfortable holding the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic, which was scheduled at the high school and community center this weekend. Close to 36 boys teams are already planning on taking part. The interim superintendent added that the complexity of hosting an event with thousands of people needs to be evaluated.
So what am I missing? They canceled it because they couldn't
guarantee the security of the event.
They didn't foresee this level of logistics?
I don't know, man.
In over their heads, or what happened? I guess I don't get the specifics of it.
That's what it says here. I mean, there was an incident last week between Hopkins and Tartan.
Yeah, they just stopped the game.
You're right. There was a fight in the stands, so I don't know if that motivated it. But, major event. I know the Breakdown Tip-Off Classic. I know the people at Breakdown, and it's a big deal, so.
That's tough this late in the game, too, to shut her down. But if security is the concern, then that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, correct.
As badly as it hurts and puts people in a bad spot, got to do it.
Well, John, security is a concern at this Fridley nursing home where a man is accused of throwing burning items into the nursing home where he lived. Joe.
Was he Bowser?
Well, Joel Villada Molina has been charged with arson, attempted assault, and assault against a peace officer. Police say the incident happened Monday at the facility on East River Road Northeast. When authorities arrived, the 27-year-old defendant was holed up in his room. Villada Molina then broke a window and escaped before he was restrained and arrested. He's currently being held in the Anoka County Jail.
This was an assisted living or a nursing home, you said? Or what type of?
This is a Fridley nursing home where he lives, so.
27.
I don't
He's
know.
27 years old, you said?
Yeah.
And living it.
Well,
the guy likes to party.
It's a ripe old age for some people. Look at that club. 27 club.
Yeah. Well, again,
he doesn't want to be there for sure.
As a guy that has wanted to dabble in arson.
Yeah.
Where no one gets hurt.
I thought you meant dabble. I thought you were going to say dabble in nursing homes.
No, I just want to burn something down, but I want to do it. I don't want a controlled burn. I've had people email me over the years going like, "We have you out for a controlled burn." That's very nice of you. I appreciate the offer. I want to burn something down that isn't supposed to be burned down. I just don't want to get in trouble for it, and I don't want anybody to get hurt. But I do want to just sneak up on a house and burn it to the ground at some point in my life, you know?
You weren't in Lutz a year and a half ago, were you?
How about that?
I was there in a day and a half before that, though.
Yeah. You're everywhere right before something weird happens.
Don't worry about it, baby.
I'm not.
Don't you think it'd be fun?
Yeah.
To burn something down, John?
Maybe.
Come on, man.
I was a pyro as a kid.
See? So I grew up idolizing Beavis.
I told you about...
The guy gets it.
When the guy that was mean that lived on my dad's property up north, he told me to watch this fire. He was burning garbage, and that he had his hay piled up that he would put around the trailer home to stay warm in the winter. And he was like, just always was mean and rough talked me when my dad wasn't around. And so he was like, make sure this doesn't get to the hay. And I was like, this dude's an a-hole. So I led the fire over to it. And you idiot. And my dad was like, what'd you say to my son? And the guy shut up because my dad had pounded him. So I got even. So that was my...
That's brilliant.
That was my arson. But now I don't have the desire.
Burn. Yeah.
And that guy deserved it.
I love that story.
See, I still have that fire in my belly.
You needed to do that.
Yep. I got to get it out of my system at some point. I wonder where I could go and do that.
You need help.
Let me get back to you.
Well, you can fill that fire in your belly up with Krispy Kreme donuts. We talked about it yesterday, but now today is the day. It's the day of dozens. 12-12. To mark the occasion, Krispy Kreme is selling a dozen of their original glazed donuts for $1 with the purchase of another dozen at regular price. The deal is good on in-store and online orders today only. So if you want to swing by, I don't know if that's Brooklyn Center or Fridley or wherever that is technically located, but enjoy if you want. They're hot and ready. Wait, no, that's Little Caesars.
That's Little Caesars.
Yeah.
They're hot
bad
and...
Chad.
What's the donut one? Hot and...
Krispy Kreme is
Hot and
essentially
glazed.
Sticky.
Krispy Kreme in the Twin Cities specifically is kind of like the gal who wasn't super attractive in high school, but then came back and slayed it at the 10-year reunion because, let's just be honest, right? It failed epically when it first came here.
There were too many of them.
Then disappeared for like a decade, maybe more. Now, I'm walking through Target and they have Krispy Kreme display stands with like a tower of Krispy Kremes that you can buy 6 or 12. Like, man, we went from Krispy Kremes everywhere to absolutely off the face of the earth. Couldn't find them in the Twin Cities. And now they're like, I'm back and I'm hotter than ever. Hey, you do look good. Good to see you.
Did you have any?
I had him when Zach got him, when he waited 2 hours in line and he was nice enough to bring him in.
I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, okay.
Jeez.
He doesn't want to talk about it.
That great bit. That's my favorite.
It's one of the best.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Shout out to Andy from Luther.
Yep.
With all due respect to Krispy Kreme, unless they're right, I mean, they're good regardless, but if you're going to go Krispy Kreme, you got to go right off the old glaze rack or whatever they call that.
Yeah, that's also
God, you love the glaze rack.
Yeah.
Right off the...
I don't think he likes the glaze rack. I think he likes the glaze part.
That's the genre.
Yeah, hold the rack.
Yeah, hold the rack. Yeah.
Yeah, let me look this up. Right off the glaze rack.
Liked and followed by Tommy Olson.
Google says that is episode 3 of Heated Rivalry.
Oh,
what does that mean?
Brilliant. Man, I want Krispy Kreme. I have my appetite back now from being sick. I want to eat everything.
Oh, well,
I'm
welcome
starving.
back.
Yeah. I'm going to go to Raising Cane's today.
Hell yeah, you are.
Yeah.
It's the hot now sign, by the way. So they have a big sign that says hot now. And when the donuts are hot, you can get them straight off the glaze rack.
There should be a T-shirt that says that. There probably is.
Now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With the neon that is the Krispy Kreme sign.
I'm sure there's somebody out there planning their Friday night tonight wearing that shirt at the club.
Zach, that conveyor belt that the donuts go under, right? They go under that glazed waterfall like the one at Mall of America. If that was human size, not donut size, would you lay on your back and just get absolutely obliterated by a glazed waterfall? Would you like to be just covered in glaze?
I mean, yeah, just grab a towel.
Yep. Yep.
Sorry.
Yep.
I'm tired.
And very horny.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's a given.
I don't get it.
Remember the old drunk Virginia raccoon?
Sure.
Oh,
Big
yeah.
enough to make SNL last week.
Well, merch.
a funny bit.
Yeah, how about that? What's her name? Sarah? Is that
Sarah Sherman. It was hilarious.
Phenomenal. Merchandise showcasing that famous drunk Virginia raccoon has helped raise thousands, make that hundreds of thousands, for a local shelter. The Hanover County Animal Protection and Shelter worked with online platform Bonfire to create a line of shirts, hats, and other items featuring the raccoon. And $200,000 has been raised so far.
That's that's twice of what the initials jackpot is.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's a
Think
lot of
about
money.
that.
That's 2 initials jackpots.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So good for that.
It's a good
drunk
barometer
raccoon.
for all financial numbers. Just
Hell
how does it
yeah.
relate to the initials jackpot?
Correct.
My
Yeah.
goodness.
I had a guy yesterday offer me $10 to tell him the initials today.
That's disrespectful.
I'm like, lose my job over rigging it for $10?
What are you up
I mean,
to?
I took it and I just gave him 2 fake letters, but
Yeah, of
still,
course.
thanks for the $10, sir.
ZZ.
What are you, a baseball pitcher?
Yeah. Well played.
I go, good luck calling in now
Yeah.
with the wrong letters.
Well, that's what's going around the country. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods, Corey.
See?
Two.
Yeah.
That is going to be a weatherman.
Look at that.
Yes.
2 people are accused of kidnapping a federal agent
Jeez.
during a Homeland Security investigation in the Twin Cities. Investigators were looking for a student they say overstayed his visa around an apartment complex on Lancaster Lane North in Plymouth last night. That student and a woman drove up, but not before an agent hopped inside their car and told them to pull over. Well, they didn't stop until making it to the New Hope Police Department, where the two were arrested.
Oh.
I don't know why you're running from the cops to the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of weird.
But
Not right.
No.
you criminals out in Plymouth are not very smart.
Yeah, I don't know where that
Yeah,
road
take
is.
that, Corey.
Lancaster. It's Plymouth's a big city.
It sure is. Not familiar with that. Hey, you know what I did this week? This is, I don't know why I
Give
thought of
yourself
this.
the stranger.
No, but no, when the real ID deadline was hitting,
Yeah.
and the wait was sometimes weeks or a month or two if you wanted an appointment, or like I tried a couple of times. If you just went to the old DMV, sometimes the line was 3 to 4 hours. I'm like, God dang it! I have a passport though. I'll just wait. Even though Rosie says like 80% of people have passports. So I just waited, whatever. So I got some time this week. Let's see. 0 minute wait this week. It's like the wait's over, right?
Yeah.
But I'm walking in. I get my number. It looks like there's one person in front of me. No big deal. That guy gets called immediately. So I'm sitting in the little waiting area, waiting to be next. And I get called quickly. But I'm standing next to this guy, and he also needs a new ID. And they're asking him for, utility bills, proof of residency. Do you have a birth certificate? Do you have a passport? And he just keeps saying no. And then it was something like, do you have, oh God, what did she ask? Do you have, I don't remember which piece of, God dang it. I forget which piece of paperwork she asked for. And his response was, I don't have that. I just got out of prison.
Jeez.
And I'm like, this guy is really starting from square one.
Yeah,
I'm complaining that it's taken me like 6 months to get a real ID, and I have all my documents and I'm ready to go. This guy just walked up to the window and he's raw dogging it.
Yeah,
he didn't
he's
have
winging it.
anything. And
Yeah.
do you have this? No. Do you have that? No. Do you have this? No. Do you have that? Nope. Just got out of prison. Best of luck to you, buddy. Get a real ID. I don't believe he got it. I don't think he did. Paul, your hands up. With Zach? I don't know, but I do know his exact height and weight because he said it very loudly. He was 5'10", 155.
That's
Not
not
very-
a huge bitch.
Not very sturdy.
No, not very sturdy.
Hey, man, whatever you're into. I don't know what you're into.
I mean, that's probably Timothy
But
Chalamet.
if
He
you-
needs
if
a
you're-
fresh start, Zach.
Yeah.
If you
Let the man start over.
Let's
Give him
see
a
the
fishing
mugshot.
license.
Yeah.
if you're that size and you've been in prison, you can take a pounding.
Yep. Well said. Quote of the week. Well
You also
said.
probably have been on a human conveyor belt and got glazed.
Oh, yeah. And not
I mean-
by choice.
Hey, man, hot now.
Yeah.
Ectoplasm.
Yeah. Oh, so
A ghost.
good. God, what a great bit.
That's a great
I wonder how
bit.
long he was in
Marsh is the
prison.
best.
No idea, right?
I wonder
He
what
didn't
it
say
was.
jail. He said prison.
Did he ever say his name loudly?
No.
Oh.
Didn't hear what it was. It would have been nice if he just went through his entire story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been
What,
great.
what were you in for?
It's a matter of public record. You could have looked it up. Just say, hey. Or maybe you could have asked for tips. Maybe it was an arson charge.
Yeah, correct.
Oh, that's a great point.
Maybe it was John Mark Carr.
Well, see, but I'm not a complete psycho. So, like, you just did that story about the kidnapping charges, right? Or I don't want to kidnap anybody. There's no,
I don't have to.
no piece of me that's like, man, I'd love to just take somebody for a couple of days and see what happens.
What?
No,
Well, I mean-
not interested.
Just that sentence sounds ridiculous.
Right?
Yeah, that
not
sounds
interested.
greasy.
Kid or
I don't
adult,
know, man.
don't want to kidnap anybody.
Stockholm Syndrome can be pretty romantic.
See, you need to take it down a notch.
You need to
no.
maybe take a walk.
Setting some random building ablaze, that sounds like fun to me.
Yeah.
That's hot.
Exactly. It's
Literally.
hot now.
It's hot now.
When it eventually happens, they're going to be like, he talked about it all the time
Right.
on a 100,000-watt radio.
It spread to
Why did we
4
not-
other homes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I'm walking away in handcuffs, one of those cops is going to go, was it worth it? I'm going to go, absolutely. And then like 18 months later, I'll be at the DMV without the correct paperwork asking for a real ID.
There you go.
Saying you're going to burn this place to the ground.
Then they'll
It'll be
arrest
heavily
you again.
implied.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
What were you in for? Arson? Give him a little wink.
Prove it.
Yeah.
Point to my watch like you better hustle.
Yep.
Because I can't say it. If I say I'm going to burn this place to the ground, then I go back to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
But if it's heavily
might like.
implied,
Well,
they
you
can't
might be
prove. Why would I
famous.
like it?
Well, because as you always say, they have Netflix, everything you have.
That is true. Again, if I just was into dropping the soap,
Yeah.
it's kind of my paradise.
Yeah.
You can shoot a little hoops,
Yeah.
watch some Netflix, play some
Wait.
cards for smokes.
Yeah.
Right? I don't even want the money. I just want to win.
No, but the
I'll win
smokes,
cigarettes.
As Worm says, the smokes would keep you to what you're used to.
I don't
Exactly.
think they'd let you around open fire, though.
No, but you're not smoking. You you keep them and then you give them to other people to keep you from
That's the
dropping
currency.
soap.
But Zachary, I'm not addicted to arson. I'm not an arsonist. I want to dabble in arson. So it's not like if I go to prison, I'm like, man, I got to get out so I can burn stuff. I just want to do it once.
But you might love it.
Yeah, but
and
that's
then
the thing.
You might love it.
You try it once, and it's like, the first hit's free, and then you just want to, what's the diminishing returns?
Yeah, chasing the dragon.
Chasing the dragon.
You just want to burn bigger and bigger things. Next thing you know, you're a serial flamer.
Tommy.
Title of the podcast. Johnny K, you're the best, dude.
Yeah,
Love you guys. Happy holidays.
It's almost the end of 2025. I know 2026 is right around the corner. There's probably 365 days next year. I don't know if it's a leap year. 365 days. That's a lot of opportunities to do what?
To go to johncreasel.com and hire me to speak and inspire your organization. Go to johncreasel.com. Plenty of openings. Zach. No, you only got 2.
John, I'm having a hard time motivating right now. I've been fantasizing about arson, but I've never actually done it.
Jeez.
Could I maybe go to one of your speeches and get inspired?
You could. Absolutely. I'll inspire you to do whatever. johncreasel.com. I love you guys.
Love you.
Skull Vikings. Skull JJ McCarthy. Let's see more steps.
Let's
forward.
go.
Are you here next Friday?
I will be here next Friday with bells on.
You're an American treasure. JohnCreasel.com.
Bye.
Sauce will walk us through the sports in a second. Marney Gellner should be here shortly. Elizabeth Ries in like 10 minutes. Ben Lieber right around 8:15 for initials game 607, I think. I think we're on 607. $105,500 up for grabs with the St. Paul Federal Credit Union initials jackpot.
Time now for the Vikings Report, presented by Halvy, the official grocery partner of the Minnesota Vikings. Linebacker Jonathan Grenard joins the power trip next, thanks to Halvy.
Man.
The holiday season is the perfect time to give and receive. This December, partner with builders and remodelers and get great savings on any project, plus up to $500 in holiday groceries. And builders and remodelers will make a matching donation to Second Harvest Heartland. Visit buildersandremodelers.com to help give this holiday season.
Marney Gellner is here. Elizabeth Ries should be here in like 15 minutes. Ben Lieber in 45. Initials at 8:15. Marnie's basically the 2025 champ. She won everything this year. She just won 1 billion times. Whatever. But run up the score, right? The Wild did it last night. They ran it up. Marnes, just run it up.
Yeah.
Embarrass these fools.
Not the attitude I take. I still
No, play like a
a
champ.
little surprised, and I'll accept it. I've hit a stroke of luck for sure. I figured out when to latch onto a word that you're saying and try to figure out the puzzle of an individual word.
You've cracked
somehow.
a code.
No, definitely not. But I'm slowly figuring it out.
Welcome back from Fargo.
Thank you.
How was the flight? Uneventful?
Awesome. Yes.
Awesome.
Shockingly uneventful.
What's it like
for as
flying?
bad as the weather was.
What's it like flying private? Not bad. Not a bad gig.
Yeah. I mean,
Man, it
the
must be nice
flight
being
from
Marnie.
Fargo to St. Paul, the private terminal in St. Paul, is as long as my drive from St. Paul to my house, even without traffic. 45 minutes.
Damn. Never flown private. Never flown out of St. Paul. Obviously, pretty cool. Does it
Real
feel?
cool.
Does it feel weird though, or not? As
I mean, when
that's
you've done it enough,
Okay.
it doesn't.
No, it must be rough.
It's an incredible way to go. I parked. They were kind of waiting for me because I was doing radio on Tuesday, and they moved the flight up because of the weather. And they were like, "We're going to get out of here as soon as we can. Get here as soon as you can." It was just me and one other person on the plane. The CEO of the
Say that again, Popeye. What were you saying?
Yeah,
That's
Popeye.
awesome.
Mike Solberg, the
That's
CEO,
really
who
cool.
is an awesome human being.
Damn.
But I drove through the security gate. They gave me the code. I drove up. I drove 30 feet from the plane, grabbed my bag, and walked onto the plane. They're like, "All right, everybody ready?" And we left.
Man, that's so cool.
I mean, I don't know, 5
like an
minutes
Uber.
passed from
Yeah,
the
that's
time I
sweet.
parked to the time we took
Yep.
off.
So, as a professional who has flown for years and years and years with sports teams and whatnot. I'm sure you've had a million different flight experiences, but have you ever had something way more extravagant than that? I'm talking like, have you ever been on a private plane in the past where you were like, I feel like I'm Taylor Swift right now? You ever had something close to that? Or is this about as close as it gets?
I was on the Polad plane one time for a Twins event like 8 years ago, maybe, with Kent Herbeck. And we flew to, I want to say Bemidji, was a northern Minnesota town. Short flight. And that plane was the same basic size as the Bell Bank plane. I think it holds maybe 10. And I mean, the leather seats, the luxury, the armrests, everything being that high quality, I don't know, what is it, wood grain leather type of.
Right.
I mean, just that was the nicest plane I've ever been on. And again, once, and I've only been on the Bell Bank plane like 4 times. So it's not it's not like, well, this is how I fly. And when I fly private with the Timberwolves, we go to a private terminal, but we have to show our ID. Our bags have to go through screening. There's a line. You get, it's a great way to go, but it's not like walking onto the Polad private jet. It's a next level of luxury, Corey. If you've never done it,
I have not. You definitely,
it is a shocking reality.
I'm sure. You definitely answered the question the way that I meant it to, but like it's weird that when I said, like, have you ever had one of those unbelievably extravagant experiences? I was hoping you were going to say, like, yeah, Kevin McHale and Garnett and Zerbiak and I flew to the Maldives for some, but instead you went to Bemidji with Herbeck.
For a Miracle Field unveiling.
Which is cool, and Herbeck's the nicest guy ever. You're right, everybody loves Ken Herbeck.
Greatest guy.
Yeah.
But flying private to Bemidji
not the same.
Doesn't quite have the same ring to it. But it's still a cool plane. That's awesome.
It was awesome, yeah.
Sauce, have you been invited on the Polad plane?
No, I'm shocked they didn't charge you to get on it.
Oh, there you can't anymore. They apparently sold it.
Did they really?
Well, no, they said they were going to sell it, and I guess they didn't sell it. Never mind.
They had guys that were going to buy it, invest into it, and then they've hid them for 4 months.
Well, I think they've hidden themselves.
Yeah, what a disaster.
I wouldn't want to be associated with that either.
Yeah, not good.
Well, anyway.
Sauce, the Polads call you today, and they say, we're going to Amsterdam. Dave Matthews is doing a show. You want to fly private with the Polads to go see Dave in Amsterdam?
Man. Yeah, because I'm a two-faced a-hole. Yeah, of course.
So it's just you and Joe Polad flying to go watch Dave.
Yeah, he probably is into Dave because he's my age, and a lot of people my age are into that. You know what? I'd probably say no. I probably would.
No.
Yeah, no, I probably would.
Your morals aren't that high.
But at this point in my life, like, I have to show, like, my son.
Little integrity?
Yeah, and, like, I got to show my son that, like, your words got to, like, I can't just.
Should matter a little bit.
Should matter, right. Yeah, I'd probably say no. I'd get my own way there. Thank you, but no thank you. Yep, I'd probably say no. Now, if they were going to meet him, I'd probably say, God, you guys are great. I love your team.
Just picturing Louis doing the valedictorian speech at his graduation going, when I was young, my father taught me integrity when he turned down a flight to a Dave Matthews concert in Amsterdam.
It's always the man I've wanted to be, is not flying on the Polad plane and taking free tickets to Dave.
If you've never met my dad, he's right over there, and I'm taking up 8 seats, and I have an oxygen mask on my face.
He's the one with the tennis ball walker.
Correct.
Hey, but as you always say, at least you showed up. You were available.
Yeah.
Right? You made it to his graduation.
Yeah.
I mean, they had to roll you in.
Yeah, they had to roll me in. Yeah.
But you made it.
Yeah, I made it. You got to be available.
Availability
is the best ability. Yes.
How do those...
It's half the reason I have this job.
If you do fly private to somewhere like Amsterdam for something like a Dave Matthews concert, if you're on a smaller plane, like a 10-person... How many times do you have to refuel, and how much fuel can you possibly take?
Yeah, I don't even know
for
how
a
that
trip
works.
like that?
That's a good point.
Depends on the plane. In fact, one of the things when you do buy a private jet is they'll have like a huge map, and when you go through your options, it'll show, one of the big things that they do show is the range. And so they'll say, what airport will you be primarily flying out of? And then they'll put the airport in, and then they'll show you on a map how far you can make it.
How do you know that?
But he's
I'm
also
not doubting it.
It's on Instagram.
Flights.
Exactly what Sauce said.
There's a guy that does
loves that stuff, though.
That's crazy.
Martin's,
That's smart. That is very practical.
Plus, I just bought Microsoft Flight Simulator for PlayStation, and I'm really happy.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Are you going to fly from Fargo to St. Paul?
I can. I have done it. I did back in the
Fly to
day.
Bemidji.
Oh, I've flown to Duluth. I've flown Minneapolis to Dallas back in the day. I actually had like a joystick on the old computer.
Yeah, you did.
Good times.
Leave it.
I'm sure
Leave
I'd
it.
get used to it, Marnes, flying private, but I don't like small planes. They make me uncomfortable. Everybody has weird. I'm a good flyer, but like when I fly internationally, that's a giant plane.
Yeah.
I have zero fear.
Mm-hmm.
But like this last trip when we went to France, we flew to Amsterdam, and then we got one of these like little city hoppers from Amsterdam to Geneva,
Yeah.
Switzerland. And that flight, after spending whatever it was, 8 hours on a giant international flight, we were in a super small plane with very few people, like 20 people in a plane. And that one made me I was way more
Was it more
uncomfortable.
mental or physical?
All
Could
mental.
you feel the bumps?
100%. No,
you could.
Yeah, and just every,
And your lovely lady
when
lumps?
the plane, when it turns, it just, I don't know,
Great point.
everything felt more dramatic.
Yeah.
I was just more aware of the movement of the plane.
Sure.
I still was a fine flyer. I just get a little more uncomfortable when the planes get smaller.
I bet if you did that more on the regular, that would also go away.
I am
would
willing to fly with Joe Polad to South America to go
To
watch
find out.
Limp Bizkit and 311, who are currently touring together, by the way. Can you
Are they
imagine
really?
1999 Corey knowing
Oh my
that
God.
311's opening for Bizkit?
Oh, wow.
And I'm watching videos on social media of like Fred Durst talking about how much he worships 311 and like loved their music and thinks
Really?
they're a huge. Oh, yeah. I'm going, God, how do I get to South America?
Well, you don't need to go to
Call
South
the
America
Polads.
to see Limp Bizkit Core. You know where you can see them is at Tinley Park, Illinois.
I've been
Yes.
there, yeah.
The Credit Union One Amphitheater for the Summer of '99 festival featuring Limp Bizkit and Creed.
Ooh.
Would
Yeah,
you
no
like
thanks.
to go?
No.
Oh, come on.
Why?
Yeah, why?
Because Creed sucks.
What? No, don't say that.
How
Hello.
dare you?
Look, let me say it in a nicer way. They're not good.
Oh, don't say that. I love Creed.
Wow. That's a bit uncalled for, don't you think?
That was the sports segment.
I tried to get
Thank you all around.
Megan Maroney tickets yesterday
Oh,
in the
how'd it go?
pre-sale.
Saw that.
And
Who?
Saz,
I don't know who that is.
She's the former gymnast.
no.
Hey, you got that joke.
Yeah. Part of was she the Fab Five?
I don't know. She was the one that had that meme with the
yeah.
with the weird face smile thing, the Michaela Maroney face or whatever.
Right. So
With, Megan Maroney.
yeah. One of the most popular country acts right now. And awesome. And I'm super happy for her. She probably could have skipped the arenas part and gone to stadiums. And I'm not kidding. But I'll be getting tickets today, purchasing. I'm not trying to brag. I'm just saying I will be purchasing today. But so there was a pre-sale yesterday, and it wasn't Taylor Swift that level, but it had similarities where I'm in this waiting room. And it took a half an hour to get from the waiting room into the arena where you're selecting tickets. And then everything that I clicked on, put it in the cart, went to check out, those seats are no longer available. Refresh, ticket, cart, no longer available. And that went on for like a half an hour. And I had two other friends who were doing the same thing. And one of them I was on speakerphone with, Gina. And we finally just said, let's try tomorrow. But the prices of the tickets.
Out of control.
Section 131, which is half court, center court at Target Center. Center court, row J. So, I don't know, 12 seats up or whatever at center court. $300 ticket.
Before all the fees?
Before the $112 fee.
Mm-hmm.
That's how that ticket broke down. It was $412.
For one ticket?
For one ticket.
Why?
I'm a huge fan
101.
of those fees, though.
What?
You would be.
Well, the back of Target Center, section 101, row P.
Oh, yeah.
The total price of the ticket, $214. One single ticket. $150 ticket plus $63 in fee.
That's ridiculous.
And now we're down to individual tickets. That's all that was left on this website. The worst seat I could find was section 206, row W, back corner of Target Center. Ticket price, $93.
That's ridiculous. Why?
That's what I'm saying. And I'm not mad at Megan Maroney. I'm mad at
Why?
the system and the society, and we're paying this cost of tickets.
It needs to break. The bubble needs to burst. I don't know how it's going to happen.
People need to stop buying tickets.
Yeah.
Well, you can blame
After
Taylor
I buy them
Swift.
today, then yes, people need to stop buying
And
these
that's
tickets.
what they know you, man.
How can the average working American
They can't.
go
You're
to
answering your own question. I know you know that,
concert
but they
or
can't.
more than one in a calendar year?
Because there are credit cards and you can max it out because music is a thing in your life that makes you emotional, and it's an emotional purchase, and they take advantage of that because they're scumbags.
He is correct.
That sucks because I want to support the artists. I want to support music. I want to keep this in my life. I want to put it in my kids' lives. And at this cost, Corey, we were just talking about this with Lady Gaga and those tickets. And we're not mad at Lady Gaga. It's this whole system of like, what are we doing and when will it stop and how does it stop?
Did you say they were like $800?
Well, that's the thing is nobody. We all get it. Lady Gaga has earned the right. Her ticket should not be $60. We get it, right?
Yes.
But if it's like a family of four to go see Lady Gaga is somewhere in the $3,500 to $4,000 range, that's pricing out almost everybody.
And that includes no parking, no food, no
Right.
drink, no anything. That just is your concert ticket. I mean, think about that. A family of four, thousands of dollars to see. Now that you could go in the upper level and maybe pay $2,000. But even that is an outrageous expectation.
And you know, we're seeing that with football, and I bet you we're already pretty much seeing it with concerts too. They don't even care if they sell it out, because if they sell, 100 tickets at $2,000 a piece, it's going to be more profitable than more than that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Sporting events are becoming that way as well.
We'll do Vikings news when we come back. Thanks to All Around for whatever that was. That was kind of sports news. We talked about the poll ads. That counts. Elizabeth Ries is in the building. We'll talk to her in a second as well. Initials at 8:15. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Babies cry. It's normal. If you're frustrated, it's okay to step away, but never shake a baby. It can kill or cause lifelong injuries. Learn more at nevershakemn.com.
All right, it's time for Vikings news, but more importantly, Elizabeth Ries is here from Channel 5/Twin Cities Live. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Hi,
How are you?
guys. Thanks for having me. Good morning.
I watched your show.
I know.
I don't know if
love
you've heard
it.
that.
We talk to you directly.
I know. I've heard.
Regularly.
Oh, it's a trip when the kid just goes, Did they just say your name? I go, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm friends with those two. such a flex.
When my kids are listening to the Power Trip and they mention me, and then they're like, "Oh, are they talking about Mama?" It's very exciting. Listen,
It's like Inception.
you got to take what you can get.
I know.
Because at some point you won't be that cool to your kids, so you have to just soak it up.
It's the best.
Mm-hmm.
Were you listening earlier today?
I was listening for the last 15 minutes. I was making sourdough
Perfect.
waffles
And you
before
didn't
that.
hear what I was about to reference.
Oh, okay.
So earlier this week on the Power Trip Morning Show, Zach Halverson mentioned that growing up, one of his dreams was to do a legit weather forecast on TV. He wanted to be a meteorologist. That was his job.
Yeah.
This is his plan, like Z, right?
Yeah.
Like he's very disappointed.
This is
in
rock
his
bottom.
path.
Yeah.
He wanted to be a weatherman.
There's a lot of math involved.
Look,
Yeah.
on Twin Cities Live in the past, he has been a chef.
He was great at that.
Wait for the sizzle, right?
Wait for the sizzle is an epic.
He has been Bat Boy.
No, that photo just showed up on my phone recently. I was looking for something and I audibly went, ugh.
Yeah. Like, what is that? Why did we allow this? What do we got to do to have Chris Ries walk him through some stuff for a week or so, get him ready, and then you guys, when you throw to the news or the weather at 4?
Yeah.
You throw to the weather, and Zach, suit and tie, all in, does a serious weather forecast for one show. How do we make this happen?
Well, that's going to be a tough sell. They take weather seriously over there at Minnesota's Weather
I
Authority.
believe it.
Oh, yeah.
They're
As they
really
should.
serious about it. Yeah, they get really intense. They don't let anybody on that green screen over there. We might have to come up with some sort of like big charitable donation. Maybe that would sway. Maybe if we could
I like that.
raise some money for a good cause, maybe we'd be able to broker a deal with Hubbard Broadcasting.
Got it. Okay.
And we'd be able to figure out something. Because
You
it
do
would
like
be
in
exciting.
the winter, like a coats for kids something. So now
Yeah.
you're tying it into the weather.
Yeah, maybe we could do something like that. Yeah, there's a possibility. You could consider just looking for a gig in a real small market because then anybody can do it. One time we were in between meteorologists at my first job and they would make me do the weather in the morning
Really?
show and I would write it out in the teleprompter because I didn't know how to first of all, I was 21, Marnie. I mean, I didn't know how to do anything and I didn't know how to ad lib through a weather forecast, but I do like trying to get like Alberta Clipper into
Yeah,
conversation.
a lot of fun
Yeah.
little phrases in weather.
Yeah.
Zach knows them all. He wants to take it seriously. If it's
Got
not
another
possible,
Clipper coming through
Yeah.
this week.
okay.
Is
That's
it
pretty
from
good.
Alberta, or is this more
Yeah.
of a Quebec Clipper? That would
only
be weird
speaks
coming
French.
from that.
Yeah, I don't know how
direction,
they would
but,
get there. It's interesting.
All right, so it might be a long shot, not necessarily impossible, but we
Not
might have to
Nothing's
grease the
impossible.
wheels.
We might have to grease the wheels. We might have to make it
Okay.
happen. Yep. We might have to put like a disclaimer on the bottom of the screen. Not a licensed meteorologist. I don't think they have a license. I think they just have a degree.
They get the AMS, American Meteorological
Oh
Society.
my gosh. Good
Society.
He
job.
knows.
Yeah.
So Zach, remember when Marnie was turning 50 and we all behind the scenes tried to get Molly Shannon on the show and we all tried really hard and then it failed and we're like,
Sure.
whatever, Marnie, we tried.
Marnie's 50.
Move on with your life. I feel the same way about this. I've thrown it out into the
You did.
ether
You tried.
and now my hands are untied. I don't care. I'm done.
You gave
Yeah,
her
he
a good
did
college
If
try.
it goes nowhere from here on out, I've done my part. So best of luck.
Yeah.
Charlie Swanson said he'd donate $5,000 if that'll help Zach get to the.
$5,000?
Wow.
Is that a good start?
That's a really good start.
Yeah.
What if the charity is just Zach himself? Because Zach
No,
wants.
don't.
Let's not do
Let's
this.
not
again.
do that again, please.
He wants to go to Disney too.
Oh,
$5,000. That's a good start.
you're just making wishes come true for Zach all over
Yeah,
the
we
look
place.
do.
at you, Cor.
That's what we do.
What a generous soul you
I wish
are.
I was
yeah.
liked by you.
Love charity.
Generous and soul, two words
That's him.
typically associated with
That's
core.
Cor.
What the hell is that supposed to mean? Can I ask you one other Twin Cities Live question before
Always.
Ben gets here?
Yep, you can ask anything you want.
You guys often will replay clips of you and Steve Patterson from back in the day, where Steve will say something really funny and you'll just like lose your mind laughing.
Steve posts those on social
just
media.
saw one of those.
Yeah,
Yep.
because they're
great.
and then I text him like, "This is your best stuff."
Yeah. So he'll say something nuts and you are uncontrollably laughing for like 3 to 5 minutes, right? He just crushes you. So my question is,
Yeah.
why doesn't Ben make you laugh?
Ben does make me laugh. Ben does make me laugh. He's very funny. Steve, there's things about Steve that he's like a zany human being. And some of those moments, like the one he just posted where he bends his face down
Yeah.
and licks the water
He
out of the
laps
mug.
the water
That
out
was
of his
very
coffee
funny.
Like a
mug.
cat when he can't think of the word. If you haven't seen it, he posted it he tags me as a collaborator, so it's on my Instagram too, at Eliz Ries, if you want to see it. It's funny. But he, that didn't even make air. And you know what's funny about this? So that clip, we were actually shooting a best of show to air over the holidays. And so you hear in the background, you hear Seth, our photographer, laughing, and you hear our former producer, Christian, laughing. And there will be people who will comment and they'll go, "I remember when this was on TV and it was the greatest moment on TV." And I'm like, guess what? It was never on
Never
TV.
aired.
It never aired because it was just a blooper. We were trying to shoot this clip show and shoot all these intros. And that's why we didn't have a teleprompter. So he couldn't remember the line and he had so he bent down, lapped up the water. And then I was battling like a brutal cold. This is pre-COVID when you would go to work super sick and just suffer through. And
Saw stayed home on Wednesday when he puked.
Yeah. Like exorcism threw up.
pre-COVID, you would have been like, "I'm going to work."
Yeah.
Now we're so
Oh,
soft.
he's a trooper.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Yeah. No, I threw up at like 3 a.m. and then like I threw up in the sink and then I was.
Oh my God.
Oh,
was
God,
like,
I
"Can you
hate
give
that.
me a glass of water?"
Anyway, I
So my
cut you
wife
off
got
to
me
bring
a
up
glass
the
of water,
point that
but
he
I
was throwing up on
vomited
Wednesday.
over
But yeah, your
Yeah,
point is
that's great.
so you were doing a bunch of
So
stuff.
I was like
with the
battling
cold.
cold. So I was
Yeah.
delirious. We were just delirious. And it was the very end of before holiday break. And I was just, we were crying, laughing.
Yeah, it was a good
When
bit.
it hits you though. The
Oh,
things
yeah.
that hit you in the
Yeah.
right spot, and then you have that laugh, and then
Yeah.
he's laughing, and then
Calm down, Zach.
we're laughing.
It is nice to read the comments because people they don't think my laugh. Many people think a lot of things about me are annoying. They don't think my laugh is annoying, which is nice.
That is nice. What a
Yeah,
nice thing to
that's
say.
great.
I'm glad they reached out to you and told you that too.
That's
it's
kind
not
of
What a
annoying.
nice thing to do. Minnesota
Yeah, very
nice.
nice.
All right, let's do a super quick Vikings news, shall we?
Yeah.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Your truck accessories pro.
Sauce, do you have the injury report? Because I don't.
do.
But the Vikings are at Dallas Sunday night, 7:20 right here on the Fan. Pregame at 5:30. You and Hawk will do, 6:15, I think I heard yesterday?
6:15 to 6:30, yeah.
7:20 kick or so against the Dallas Cowboys. They are 6-6-1. The Vikings 5-8.
Darisaw has not practiced this week. Addison has been limited all week. TJ Hawkinson did not practice on Wednesday and was limited yesterday. Aaron Jones, Josh Metellus, Ty Chandler's been a full participant, and Donovan Jackson have been limited and full participants, basically. So limited full participants. So we will probably not have Darisaw.
What is going on with him?
Well, I don't know. That
deal this year
I
with
guess,
him?
is causing him a lot of trouble. Because it was a few weeks ago, he did not practice Wednesday and Thursday, and then he was out. He was inactive on Sunday, so I don't think he'll play. Their left tackle, Ben brought this up yesterday, I'm sure you heard, was he's very good, and he hasn't practiced yet this week. I know they don't have it. Oh, yeah, I do. Tyler Guyton, he hasn't practiced this week, and the backup, I guess, is Cheeks. So I love saying that.
I know, it's the word of the week.
Yeah, it is.
Last week we mentioned Bill Cosby 56 times. This week you and Max have said cheeks about 56 times.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's descriptive, though.
Yeah,
very
it's a clever
descriptive.
way of saying their ass.
No, we
Yeah.
get it.
Okay, just making sure.
You know what's not ass is your football team, Elizabeth.
Oh, boy.
The Packers look like they have a legit chance this year, and I know a lot of Vikings fans hate to hear that, but they have a shot. There's no doubt they're in the mix this year.
Yeah, there are a lot of Packers fans around here, too. You
Not
know,
many.
We hide.
Yeah, my wife, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Exciting.
You guys should
She's
hang out.
Packer stock.
Yeah, so does my dad.
Yeah.
They're actual owners.
Yes, my
Isn't
wife
it?
is an owner,
I used
yeah.
to cover those owners' meetings when I worked in Green Bay. I'd have to go to the stadium, and then anytime the Bears were mentioned, the whole place would just be like, boo.
Like
Hate the
Princess
Bears.
Bride.
I love that movie.
Oh, it's one of the best.
That fire swamp is, I keep thinking, are my kids going to be scared by it? Because I was scared by
No,
it.
they're ready.
I think they're probably ready.
Rodents of unusual size?
Yes.
I don't think they exist. Carrie Elwes is an actress. Inside joke.
Who?
Carrie Elwes?
Didn't her house burn down?
She's an actress. God, this show's dumb.
The best bits ever.
Show's so dumb.
No, it's great. I'm honored to be here.
Every day.
See, it's
Every
fun.
day.
What's fun about that, Elizabeth, is we know all the time when we do inside jokes. By definition, there's people listening going like, I don't get what they're doing.
Yeah,
right
they're
now.
not gonna
It's
get
fun to watch it in real time where
the
you're
thing.
like, I don't get this bit. It's like, that's all right.
Oh, we'll tell you in about 30 seconds.
What would you guess?
we said it on
you,
here.
You listen
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, yeah.
Who would you guess we're making fun of? Do you have a guess?
Hockey.
That's a good guess. It's wrong.
Oh, okay.
Who do you think gets made fun of? the
Rosen.
Nailed it.
There we
Yeah.
go. Okay. Took me a second.
Fan 5 in a second. More with Marney Gellner and Elizabeth Ries. Ben Lieber in about 15 minutes. Initials in like 15 or 20 minutes as well. $105,500 up for grabs if you win the St. Paul Federal Credit Union Initials jackpot. You can win the jackpot and then donate it to charity so Zach can do the weather on Channel 5. 105.5, I think, would get you on TV, Zachary.
Minnesota's Weather Authority.
See, he's taking it seriously. More of the Power Trip Morning Show after this on The Fan.